Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. I got a notification from my own YouTube app on my phone that I was live. I guess that's nice that they tell me? Question mark? Kind of started the stream tired, and it is midnight on a Tuesday, so I don't know how many people will show up, but I felt like streaming. I didn't really have the full energy to do a stream, and I was kind of debating whether I wanted to, but I was like, I don't feel like going to bed yet, so it's 1 a.m. Yes, it is. Hello, Weasel. How you doing? Probably mentioned the last stream where I played piano, but I like your profile picture. Um, yeah, the stream that you caught, the piano stream, that was probably like 5, 6 p.m. This is more my usual streaming hours, unfortunately. The piano streams, obviously, I can't do them that late because I would get like noise complaints and shit. I did get an electronic keyboard like some months ago, which will kind of allow me to do piano streams at night, but it's kind of like not a perfect setup. So this is more so how this is when I usually stream. This is late night hours, as my good friend Zophis would say. How you doing, Weasel? As it says in the title, 7 months ago, it's already been 7 months. I did a stream where I started ranking the deltarune OST on a tier list. I got like 10 songs in. I didn't get that far. And I mentioned at the end of it that I was like, oh, next part coming soon. But then I got busy. I ended up replaying Celeste on stream, and that sort of became the new project. And then a bunch of other stuff happened. But now we back. Deltarune getting a release date probably helps. This is coming after this point a pretty long-standing tradition of OST healer streams on my channel. 2 years ago, bordering on 3, I think. Actually, no, I'm not sure. 2.5 probably. 2.5 years ago. Feels like it was longer, but 2.5 years ago, I did a tier list of like the Undertale OST. That was a lot of fun. Then, when I beat Undertale Yellow last year, I spent 4 streams ranking all 136 songs, I believe. And then I did a stream where I ranked all the off songs. So it's a fun time. It's always a good opportunity to just like chat about a game with my viewers. Something I started doing with the off OST ranking was looking at fan art while ranking the songs, just because it gave me more to talk about. So I wasn't just like sitting there listening to the music the whole time. And I make sure to credit all the art that I use. So yeah. Hopefully we can do that tonight. Again, if it turns out that not many people show up because it is late at night on a Tuesday, then I don't know. I could find something else to do. But yeah, Weasel, if you're there, how you doing? It's been a couple days since my last stream. I got a few covers, well, mainly just one. I got a cover in the works, another cover of a song from Epic the Musical, the last song from the musical. Andrew is absolutely not going to show up because it's like 3 a.m. where he is. it's work day, but he'll be happy to listen to that once that's recorded and published. And then I don't know. I still gotta play Dream Barbecue. I really have not found the time to do that. I've been really just busy the last few days. In a good way mostly, but still just busy. I have. Do I know? Okay, I do. I got the deltarune Chapter 1 and 2 OST pulled up on randomizer.com. I use this. I use this site for the other. For the. Oh, the Undertale Yellow and Off OST ranking streams. Just because ad block on YouTube doesn't work no more. And. YouTube's shuffle function is pretty ass for some reason. I want to start until I know for sure that someone's in the chat, so. I did also. Hello, Cookie. Good to see you. Yes, I'm glad you're here. We're back. I was saying we're back after 7 months. Been 7 whole months since the first stream I did for this, which is kind of funny. It both feels like it hasn't been that long, that it's been longer. But we back. This will be a nice warm up, I guess, as we wait for the new chapters to come out. I am quite tired. I was debating whether or not I actually wanted to stream, but I couldn't sleep, so I was just like, yeah, let's do this. I was gonna say, it seems like my deltarune saved it because like Cookie, you went through your whole like saga about like the saved it on your Switch. I think I might have switched computers between my Chapter 2 playthrough like 4 years ago at this point. Because I don't have that save data anymore. I have the game downloaded on. I re-downloaded the game on Steam, but it doesn't have my save data either. It was like, do you want to start from Chapter 1? And I was like, okay, I'll probably have to. On the off chance that Chapters 3 and 4, your choices do matter in that one, beyond just like doing the Snowgrave route, because obviously I didn't do that one. But if your choices do matter in Chapters 3 and 4, I will ask my friends if that's true. The obvious sort of solution would be to stream myself replaying Delta, like Chapters 1 and 2. I don't know if I really want to do that. I've talked so much about how like I want to keep Deltarune like a super Undertale and Deltarune like super special experiences. So maybe I'll just like replay them on my own time or something. Guess I'll see how busy I am in the next 53 days. Melted Rune, let's go. Chill stream Neo new post second revival, true. Chill stream. You missed the onion sound stuff at least, even if the eggs are useless. The egg saga. It's like the Ithaca saga, the Vengeance saga, the egg saga. Where Odysseus just needs to find the eggs and buy them from Sansa's store. But yeah, if I have time, because I started like an internship recently, so that'll probably keep me relatively busy, and you know I graduate in like a month or so, which is very exciting. Now that I got a viewer in here, thank you, Cookie. I'm gonna put on some background music. I'm gonna graduate in like a month, you know, assuming I don't have the most like generational crash out ever and somehow flunk my classes, even though I'm getting A's in all of them right now. I'm gonna graduate in a month, which is really exciting. But then I'll have like an internship lined up. May go out of the country to visit a certain someone. At some point after I graduate, so I'll see if I have time to replay the chapters. The Dark Saga. PC said we can build a deltarune save file and download it. Yeah. You'd think I would be okay with doing that, given that I did that with the Undertale Yellow. Like, I did that with Undertale Yellow to, like, fight the genocide bosses. But, I don't know. I feel like deltarune and Undertale, like, I don't want to save scum. There's something about it. We used that. I wasn't going to since I used my brother's computer when that was private experience with deltarune. Yeah, awesome, have fun. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be nice to be done with school. If I can help it, I will not go back. I think, you know, this program that I've been at for the past year and a half has been really great. Had its ups and downs, but it's, you know, I've learned pretty valuable stuff. Way better than the grad program that I, like, dropped out of. And probably better than, like, my undergrad experience. You know, shorter classes in the afternoons and evenings. Pretty solid experience. But I'm not doing anything like this again, dude. I hate school. Like, just get me out of here, dude. But I'm sure everyone can relate to that. Nothing too crazy in saying that. I suppose that's fair, yeah. I guess because Undertale Yellow, like, isn't on Steam, it's just something you download. And I mean, like, to be fair, I don't know, when I did play Deltarune chapters 1 and 2, I downloaded them rather than, you know, playing them on Steam. But I don't know, something about the fact that, like, Undertale Yellow is unofficial, which sounds kind of mean, but something about it being, like, more unofficial made me a tiny bit less conflicted about using, like, pre-made save files, and that was just enough to get me to, like, be like, okay, let's check out this other content. It also helps that, like, the fights in the genocide route of Undertale Yellow are really freaking good and look really fun, and were relatively fun. Zenith Martlet was pretty fun. Axis in the genocide run can fucking go jump in a hole, dude. Genuinely impossible. School, more like drool, dab. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I guess I'll just see where my energy levels are. Let me pull up that tier list again. No matter how much you tinker with Undertale, it won't interfere with Undertale and Deltarune. It is its own separate thing. Yeah, so last stream I ranked a grand total of 13 songs out of, like, the 80 something that I need to do. I think honestly, like, I got some pretty crazy just, like, luck, I guess, on the randomizer, because I got, like, some of the best songs in the game back to back to back. Like, Give Up Some Dreams, maybe my favorite song in the entire game so far. My Castle Town, Before the Story, Scarlet Forest, and You Can Always Come Home, and The Holy. Like, that's... I may have only gotten to 13 songs, but literally 6 of them, almost half, are, like, insanely good. Probably top 15 best songs in the game. So, it kind of took me out very quickly. And I just spent... that stream itself was, like, pretty short. I was pretty tired when I started that one. But I just spent the remaining, like, 20-30 minutes just talking about, like, Undertale remixes and, like, sharing, like, an animatic that I wrote. We will see what the randomizer has in store for us today, I suppose. The Holy. I fucking love The Holy. And yeah, I may, what I did with the off OST, just look up, like, stuff on, like, fanart and Tumblr while I listen to the songs, just so I have more to talk about. And, you know, make sure to credit all the art that I look at. But yeah, I think... should I just get started? Let me think. Is there anything else to say? Mangel from the Prophecy. Jesse, you have to banish the angels of heaven, Jesse. Penumbra Phantasm is not on this tier list. Sag. Alright, I guess we can get started, yeah. Like, don't want to hype things up too much. Might as well just get started. Sometimes it's kind of... Sometimes... I mean, you guys probably know this. Like, I'll hype up something in my head and that'll make it hard for me to start. Let's just roll. Hopefully Jamal joins. I don't want them to miss a momentous deltarune stream. They would be shocked if it was. Why aren't you telling us, Toby? Robert Foxington. Alright. Hit me with the first song. Let's go. Okay, pretty solid. I'm kind of thankful that it's not like one of the best songs in the game, because I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. This is a pretty... I think this is a quintessential great. I can also pull up my comments about, like... I hope there's nothing embarrassing here. Deltarune. In my comment I wrote on this one, I mentioned how see if this looping thing works. Okay, it does. Am I the only one who thought that Jevil was being literal with the statement that the world was locked up and he was free? It made me think that Jevil was this continent-sized monster looking on the other side of the prison bars, just waiting to be released. It made him a lot scarier than it ended up actually being. I got some comments saying like they didn't really get that impression. I don't know why I thought that. Just like the pitch blackness on the other side of the bars, the idea like, you know, they had to lock up the world just to contain me. I was like, okay, the guy on the other end is like huge. Did not turn out to be the case. And that'll be cool to see. So let's start not showing the obliteration tier. That should be like the name of a tier. Okay, how to make me despise Jevil instantly. Fuck Jimbo, I hate Jimbo so much. Battle Against the World. That sounds familiar, what is that? I shouldn't have, like, clicked off of that. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. I don't think I've listened to it. Sorry, Jevil. Not the Uwa trilogy. Trying to think of an Undertale song you dislike. Mysterious Place. That's my go-to answer. The only songs in, like... the tier list I did for Undertale, the only songs in bad were Mysterious Place, Uwa So Heats, Barrier and Unnecessary Tension. Honestly, maybe... Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I was gonna say maybe Unnecessary Tension should be in meh, but it's just good enough of a song that it doesn't get points for like being so bad that it's good, like, or you know, it doesn't get points for being like, at least it's memorable for how like minimalist it is, like Long Elevator or Ooh. It's Unnecessary Attention is just like a guitar riff on repeat, so like yeah, fair enough. Me from like 2 years ago. Mysterious Place tier for Jimbo, absolutely. 10 quadrillion Z's tier for that man. I hate him so much. Alright. That's fair. It's not a bad song. I just put it in bad because when it comes to a game like Undertale, emotional importance like is so much of how I rank them, and I don't have any like emotional attachment to that song in particular. This is fine. The Thrash Machine itself is really fun, but I think this theme itself is pretty alright. I did see. I didn't watch it, but like it said like playable in September or something, right? Andrew's done an impressive job of being like the opposite of Copium. for all the Silk Song news. Like literally everything I show him, he's just like, it's not real, it's not real. No, it's not real. I'm not getting my hopes up. It's not real. And the duck will come back. I'm sure. The original comment, they're probably lost to time now. Well, I don't know, but the original comment I wrote on Thrash Machine, there were some comments because, like, again, the history of my like comment quest for Deltarune Chapter 1 was I started writing them like not too long after the game came out. I got to track like 13 and then stopped, and didn't resume for another like 4 years. I think part of the reason I stopped writing them was because I was just taking it so seriously, and even for like 10-second long songs, I was writing like paragraphs. So I kind of like started over on some of them. I think some of those older comments may be lost, but the original comment on this, like the comment now is just like sort of being like, the Thrash Machine was really funny and it was really cool seeing it show up in Chapter 2. The comment now is, or the comment before was me making the very strange like comparison to the Pizza Mozzarella song from JoJo, like. And I'm pretty sure the version of the song that I was referring to was like a fan dub of it. Because the only official, quote unquote, clip of like Gyro singing it is from the video games, and he sings it like very differently. If it'll load. Hello, Leandro, Pizza Mozzarella. I'm glad you get the reference.
Pizza mozzarella.
Yeah, no. So that's the only official. I'll link this, but that previous clip was like the only official voice line of Gyro doing it. But this, I guess, like fan dub was like what I was referring to. Yeah. Thank you, random Japanese YouTubers. Yeah, I think you can kind of hear a similarity, like. This is so dumb. Yeah. I think it's just like a fun comparison. In the comment, I was actually like, do you think this is a direct reference by Toby? Which is kind of silly. But yeah, that was the old comment. The new comment is a bit like generic, but it does its job. And when it comes to these comment quests, I always try to comment something that, even if it's not original necessarily, it feels original to me. It doesn't just feel like I'm commenting something for the sake of commenting it and just kind of like stealing it from someone else. That's why there are a lot of games that I love, like Friday Night Funkin', and honestly, I might just do a comment quest for Friday Night Funkin' at this point. But I love Friday Night Funkin'; it's one of my favorite games. But I never really sat down to do a comment quest of it, just because I just didn't feel like there was much for me to say that wouldn't just be me copying what other people have said. That's like, I really love Epic the Musical. I'm really having fun with it. Like, I listen to it a lot. I have not had the urge to do a comment quest because there's nothing I can talk about with the songs. I feel like that people haven't already like analyzed, My comment quest for Hamilton, which most of those comments are deleted now, because like I'm pretty sure the playlist that I was commenting in got like copyright struck. Some of them still survive, I think, but most of them are gone and are only archived on that document. But a lot of those comments were just odd, just analyses that I pulled straight from genius.com, which is like a pretty fun website, where people analyze lyrics. Like a lot of the fun facts and trivia I was giving was just like stuff that I was reading off of a website, which didn't, they're just YouTube comments. It's not like they're like a peer-reviewed like paper, so it's not that serious. But with Undertale Yellow, for example, every single comment maybe wasn't the most original thing ever, but it felt like it was something I wanted to say and it felt like it was worth saying. Um, so yeah, I don't know why I got on this topic, but I guess when chapter 3 rolls around, chapters 3 and 4, I'll have that in mind as well. Gotta write something fun. Playable in September at an Australian gaming event. The duck. Mozzarella. The fan dub is better. That came out wrong. The game was pretty bad. Yeah, the game version of Gyro singing the song is kind of like it. Maybe it sounds purposefully bad. I don't know. I'm gonna always hear it now. Radish Adam Pager. What the hell does that mean? Thanks, AI overview. Goodbye. A lot of the Undertale OST is reference to other culture stuff. Of course, I know you would know that. We are old fans. How old of a fan are you? Were you like ground floor Undertale fan, like 2015, 2016? Beep bop. Comes out, thank you. Yeah, and that's, I always try, like, this is kind of just like a tangent. I guess I'm gonna get through like 2 songs as well, because I guess I was just kind of in a mood to talk. Not even necessarily about deltarune, but something to talk about while I stream. Like, I kind of write with the assumption that whoever's reading my stuff is just like will stop reading the moment they get to a sentence that's boring and generally has a small attention span, because that's how I am when I read stuff. So I try to always get to the point. Even when my comments are really long, I try to make sure not a single sentence is like wasted necessarily. I it's not that I don't like really pick and choose my words very much, but I always try to make sure there's a flow to what I'm writing. A flow. A JoJo flow. 2016, yeah, same. One of the FMA interests is a comment that says some misheard lyrics. It's not exactly Radish Adam Pager. That's the vibe. Radish have a very good knick-knack. Good. But yeah, I think adopting that sort of assumption, whether it's true or not, I think has helped my writing be a bit more focused. Which I think has made like my the Undertale Yellow comments, some of them are just kind of like 1-2 sentence like funnies, but the ones that were really like long analyses, like the comment I wrote on Best Friends Forever, I'm really proud of that one. I think it's a long comment, it's multiple paragraphs, but I think it gets to the point and really articulates what I'm trying to say clearly. So yeah, I put in some effort to do that. I'm glad it's worked out. All right, let's fucking do this. 2-second long song. That one will go in good, I guess. I don't know if these tiers are ordered. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now is your chance to be a big shot. Oh yeah, my spamton plushie is somewhere. I don't remember where I put him actually. I'm not gonna go look for him. What you got next? Oh yeah, my girl Noelle. Where is she? Right around Queen's theme. You'll notice the character themes are mostly in great. Nice. Oh yeah. I'm gonna pause real quick to catch up on chat. Hello, 1-2. We are not at the legend yet. We're listening on repeat. We're listening on a shuffle. Woody Theory, dude. Woody Theory is going to either be confirmed or deconfirmed in like 50 days. Crazy. This is simplicity, I think. I realize the more complicated your answer will be, the worse or fake it sounds. I mean, as in sentences and variety of answers asked. Yeah, you gotta just like get to the point, man. You know what I'm saying? I should take on the sneaking section being the video game. I hadn't realized that. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, again, I mentioned in my reaction to the trailer that I'm not the type of YouTuber to like go through with like a fine tooth comb and like pick out all like the details. But you know what we saw was kind of intriguing. Like, you know, with the image for Chapter 4 or like the clip for Chapter 4, it was like Chris and Susie climbing through like a church. So like again, like Oberon Smog Dark Fountain Church is probably going to happen, which is crazy. Didn't do that song. That song's gonna be very high. I fucking love the legend. The song. Where's the legend? They're talking about a specific person. I think the Noelle's team's gonna have a hella leitmotifs. Oh yeah. Findher.og. Gonna be very important, I bet. Wasn't in the trailer, it was a screenshot. Okay. Yeah, there was like some new stuff on like the deltarune website, I think. Someone Tenna's design got like, yeah, so you can send the link to that in chat. I saw that like Jamal posted about it, but I didn't take a look. But yeah, so hey everyone, good. Spamton. I don't know. John Smith always pronounces it spamton. I don't know where that's from. Like, and also always spells it like spimtoing. I don't know where he got that from, but it's a good like brain phrase. Um, Spamton at the top of great. Girl Next Door and great as well. Yeah. I was gonna look at like art of like those characters while the songs are playing, but the songs are so short, man. Comment that's on Spam Tong was just like it was one of the comments that got the most amount of upvotes, which I liked. Most amount of likes. I was just saying like, you know, Toby literally turned like fucking the embodiment of spam, such an annoying ass thing, into like one of the most iconic characters of the last like several years. You know, he can't be stopped. I don't want to do. Okay, let's do this. And that one got a bunch of likes. My comment on Girl Next Door is basically just saying like, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of Noelle in Chapter 1. There were a lot of people who really liked her, just because of like she had a cute design and she, you know, she had a very like positive personality. But I was just like, you know, she's there. But Chapter 2 really did a great job. I'm a big fan now. I say now as if it hasn't been 3.5 years. But yeah, and then I elaborate more on that in my comments on Lost Girl once we get there. I love Spamton Angel stuff. This is very good. Thank you, Grey Broody. There's like a specific piece of... Well, I guess I can look for it once we get to Big Shot, which we haven't... Ooh, this is good. Key Gen. Let's fucking go. Ultra Kill inspired. Interesting. Key Gen is a very underrated song. I'm excited to get to it. Galleys was the breed. Okay, I can respect that. Look at the link. Spamton. I don't like that one much, actually. Which one? It's like you mean like saying it as Spamton? Spam would be awful, but it's got character. It does, and Toby was able to bring that out, like the mad lad he is. The constant taxes. Tumblr sexy man. Keygen art. Yeah. Go away. Shut up. Go Nintendo. Don't go Nintendo, except no. Stealth Stone. Shit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw this in the Steam page. I don't know what the fuck this is about. This is like, we've seen these motherfuckers so much in the past like 3 years. Once we actually get to them in the playthrough, I'm gonna like pop off and make a comment like we can actually fucking fight these guys. Let's go. This is like the Switch room with like the mouse Joy-Cons. The Rhythm Heaven. Let's fucking go. Thanks, Sans. Where's the Tenna design? I assume it's like in the darkness somewhere. Also, this color palette kind of looks like the legend, or like, you know, the roaring, which is kind of spooky. And there's like these weird tendril thingies on the borders of the screen. Oh no, you're so right. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's wild. Okay, that seems like a big thing to be revealing. I'm almost wondering if it's like a fake out. Oh yeah, and this like, ooh yeah, the freaking borders on like when you play Undertale and Deltarune on Switch are so cool. Like when Zofas was streaming it, that was so cool. The Chorch, Kirby, Castle Town. So this may take place in the Castle Town. Interesting. Cucumber Quest. I'm gonna really enjoy whatever this is. Very interesting. Okay. Buy Nintendo. After seeing Mario Kart World Press, there's one big One Piece YouTuber was like, you can literally buy all of One Piece for the amount of money it will cost to buy Mario Kart World. Toby's always been obsessed with the idea of existentialism, Flowey sands, etc. I wonder if Toby will come to a final conclusion. He'll come to some conclusion. Again, part of the reason I'm so excited about Deltarune Chapter 7 and this the full game is because we'll get to see what he wants to say with this game, which, you know, I want to know what that is. Did they do rock bang stuff in Cucumber Quest? Probably. There had to have been a musical. I mean, Noise Master, but that like doesn't really count. There had to be like a musical number that they did or something. Tense Long Hallway Part 2. How's my audio connection? Okay, that's fine. This is really good. It is big nose TV, man. All right, I could look at like spamton out of it. There's a what I was gonna say was there's a absurdly good spamton Neo fan art that I'll probably share once we get to Big Shot. Not to reveal too much, America has not done anything to appeal to me so far. I don't care for the open world stuff. I was saying to Hector, if they show up in the chat, I was never the biggest fan of Mario Party, but Jamboree really, like, I was really enjoying it. I liked all the touches they added. I'm hoping that Mario Kart World, whenever I play it, because I know none of my friends are gonna get a Switch 2 for a long time, and I sure am not. But when I do play it, I hope that Mario Kart World does the same. I just noticed you can see Spamton's butt. I don't like this. I hope that whenever I do play Mario Kart World, I'll have the same reaction, like, you know, oh, I don't really like Mario Kart, but this is drawing me in, but, you know, we'll have to see. There's a market for it, though. Aston, terrible. And then let's check out... I didn't look up Jevil fan art. Eat shit, Jevil. Oof. Maybe I'll look up Jevil fan art just to be fair. I can't tell if this is sound, but that's a really good animation. I sang the praises of Tumblr as just a art repository in my off stream. I still stand by that. No matter how fucking deranged the fucking takes are on this stupid website, the ease of just finding fan art of your favorite characters makes it like the best. All right, Jevil. I like Jevil a lot, but Spamton really just like, okay, Jevil and Shaw moment. All right, no, I take back. Jevil is the best. I love this man. Jevil X Sham Jom, whatever you want to call it, is quality content. That's how you win me over. Yeah. We will continue with our songs. We got a great song coming up that we left off on. Stupid idiot man. Is the least shite of all the popular sites. Yeah, Twitter exists. Blue Sky, I had to make a Blue Sky account to contact an author that I wanted to contact, and I have not used it since, and I will never use it again unless it's to contact that author. Reddit moment. I use Reddit a lot, unfortunately. Not a great place though. Keep streaming from teacher treating like a digital scrapbook, and I get extremely mixed results. I do nothing but treat it as that. Like, oh, fan art time. Let's check my tags for like fun fan art. And I also look up like reactions to like manga chapters for manga that I read. That's it. I don't care about anything else, and it does me wonders. All right, hit me. Honestly, I wonder if I should switch to a playlist with like the extended songs, because these are really short. This one's going. Might move it up. I don't know. Hip Shop and Amazing, I think, is fair. I was considering moving it down to Great, but it is really good. Fine, you motherfucker. Lamau. I really need to fucking learn how to draw. I ordered my goddamn drawing tablet and everything. I have everything set up, and yet. Good. Alright. Pretty solid. Bum 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 Once upon a time leitmotif moment. That song, that leitmotif, like, oh my god, let's go. That leitmotif makes any song like instantly so much better. Like, it's already a fantastic opener to Deltarune, but like, beautiful. I think Hip Shop is going to be the gatekeeper of Amazing. I think it's the very bottom of Amazing. I think it's just good enough that it is above Great, but I think I can't think of any song that would be an Amazing that would be lower than Hip Shop. So this is your job, Rules Card. You will gatekeep. You will gaslight gatekeep girl Bosseth. Hello, Soul of Infatuation. Well, you in the comments some extra many times. You're quite a veteran. Thank you. Yes, I have made a bit of a name for myself in the Undertale Deltarune sphere. Blue Sky is Twitter, but you no longer have to sign up to do anything. And Elon fucking Musk doesn't ruin it. But it's Cookie says it's become nearly as annoying as Twitter was. Yeah, I bet. I like the lemonades from Pandora Palace. Yeah, it's very good. Again, I was considering. Excuse me. I ate hot pot to celebrate a friend's birthday. I fucking love hot pot. A very good way of eating foods. I put Pandora Palace just in Amazing at first because I think Andrew had a very interesting metric that he shared with me where he was like, you know, the mark of a top tier Undertale Deltarune song is if I can make an animatic in my head to it. And that's why he was saying, like, you know, Big Shot, Attack of the Killer Queen, Chaos King, all the, you know, the great battle themes he puts in top tier, but Pandora Palace he would put a tier below just because, you know, he was saying like it doesn't have like a, you know, a clear structure, beginning, middle, and end, like, you know, those boss themes do. It's kind of just like high energy from the start, which I can understand, but I still love it. Like, as the song was playing, I was like, no, this is too fun. I can't put it just in Amazing. I'm gonna put it underneath Scarlet Forest because that song is maybe one of the most underrated songs in deltarune, but yeah, definite top tier. Main theme sketch, absolutely. Better than Twitter is still like something better than polio. Low bar. Better than Twitter, but at least I don't run into nearly as many transphobes. Yeah. Lesser awesome dad. Those are the people who love these types of games are true creators. Indie games are just built different. You gotta create. Think like an alien. Scholar Force S tier, yeah. My good friend Zephyr, so I might just like freaking post his a link to his video, because why not? He made a video called The Great Indie Game Glaze, which was a fun video that he'd been working on for like a little while. Yeah, I promoted this on my community tab, but I'm gonna post a link to it here as well. Indie games are the future, and you know, he did bring up how like with the Switch 2 games being like $90, indie games will be, you know, all the more inviting to people. So yeah, my interest in indie games started with like Flash games on Newgrounds, so you know, Newgrounds W after all these years still. Okay, but we got one of the best songs in the game coming up. You guys ready? I don't know if I can justify putting it that high. It's such a good song that I'm feeling so nostalgic for Before the Story right now. And I don't know if Before the Story deserves to be an Undertale tier. Oh, this feels so low for it. Fuck. Okay, fuck it, I'm doing this. I don't know if I can call Chaos King Undertale tier, but it is maybe the... It might be the top of top tier. Wherefore this spade looketh so mad? And who are you to dare my domain? Only a fool would try and stop the rain. A king of chaos, the king of pain, has answered the call. It's so good. This one picks the fuck up, yes. Song of Your Wallet on June 5th. Before the Stories made me cry about as much as... Yeah, it's so good, fuck. Canadian theme when they've got to pay $100 for every game. $700? I'm gonna read this comment because I love this comment. I honestly don't know how well this comment holds up because... Like, Chapter 2 kind of presents Chaos King as like a bit of a silly guy, but... I don't know, I'm gonna still hold to this. So, there's so much to say about Chaos King. I've seen people criticizing him as a flat character, normally I'd agree, but you have to understand, he exists within the context of the Undertale and Deltarune universe. With that in mind, he's fucking terrifying. Because what does he represent fundamentally? Think back to Flowey's words all the way at the start of Undertale. What happens when you meet a relentless killer? We all thought Flowey was talking about himself, but no, even Flowey in the end was redeemable. Not Chaos King. Side note, I still call him Chaos King and not just King. I think Chaos King sounds cooler. Chaos King is an anomaly in the world of Undertale and Deltarune. He is the terrifying, inevitable truth that this game struggles against. In the real world, not everything can be solved by just being nice. Everything that Undertale does to illustrate that everyone has their own story and is ultimately redeemable, Chaos King laughs in the face of that. And it works, especially if you consider Chaos King to be more of a cognitive version of Asgore, and or Susie's dad. He gets away with it because he's not really real. His existence doesn't necessarily invalidate Undertale's message, because he may very well have been created with the sole intention of proving its message wrong. And that's not even talking about how fucking amazing this theme is. The masterful use of leitmotifs, the forceful, spiteful, climactic progression, everything about it is perfect. And the use of the legend leitmotif at the end is the cherry on top. See this grand scale, awe-inspiring leitmotif turned into a vengeful crusade against the Lightners as the fated battle comes to pass on the rooftop of Kaard Castle. Deltarune is so good, man. Yeah. And I'm gonna play this one more time to do my patented Man on the Internet sing-along. When I like the Man on the Internet cover, and I'll link it, but when I like the Man on the Internet cover of an Undertale Deltarune song enough, then I will sing it on stream. It doesn't apply to every single video or like cover they've made, but for this one definitely. I love this one. Alex's performance as Chaos King is really good. Let me read something real quick. Fought Chaos King after a refinish chapter 2 the other day. If you know of King got out, his first thing would be to try and never. Yeah. You know, he's funny with his big hamster wheel and stuff, but he's still a very angry man. Super fun. Played up one over and over again back in 2018 and reminded me of that. It's a solid fight, yeah. Why do you mention it being Susie's dad? Because of the theory, yeah. Like, I know he's going to progress if you do, yeah. Again, because he's not as he's wackier in chapter 2. Yeah, the theory specifically that I subscribe to is that Queen is like a cognitive version of Noelle's mom. So it being like King being Susie's dad, I think makes some sense. I wouldn't put like money on that theory, but if it could also be like how Chris sees Asgore, which would be really sad, but I don't know how much basis that has. The piano cover I did of this one was very good as well. Keeps expecting you to break and prove him right. So I wonder if Toby's going in the direction of him begrudgingly admitting he was wrong. Probably that's pretty like that is a pretty standard like trajectory for like Undertale Deltarune characters that are like evil. I don't know how I'll feel if he goes that route because it might invalidate the comment, but either way. Complain about police. Alright, let's do this. I need to like remember the lyrics. The bass line on this song is just so good, dude. It's super fun to play on piano as well. Night, the light betrayed and cast aside. No hope, only violence and misery. No hope, no dreams. Now bow before your king. Light left us long ago. Hate is all they'll ever know. Strike the earth, let darkness rise. Dark, yet darker grow the skies. And who are you to dare my domain? Only a fool would try and stop the rain. The king of chaos, the king of pain, has answered the call. And who are you to challenge the night? Only a fool who thinks they're in the right. You lost before, you picked this fight. Now watch the shadow. Now watch the shadow. Now watch the shadow. Now watch the shadow fall. Yeah. Then like
from local shops in Portland.
Shut up. I don't like that I get ads on my own videos because I sure as hell didn't put them there. Thanks, Sebastian Wolf. I really like how this piano cover turned out. This cover, re-watching, like, because this cover is just like me extracting like a video from like a stream I did a while ago, like a few years ago. This re-watching this as well as like I might as well show this off because why not? I don't want to like. Can I show this off in a way that doesn't like? Because this is unlisted video. I don't want to like show off like other secret videos of mine just for my own privacy's sake. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna. Where is it? Yeah, so this from the same stream where I got this recording. There's also I played a song called The Hell Song by Sum 41, which I really like. I made just enough small mistakes in that recording that I wasn't comfortable uploading it as like its own video, like a full-fledged cover. But I uploaded it as an unlisted video and like left a link to it somewhere. Rewatching this, as well as I really liked this jacket that I had back then. I don't know if I still have it. Rewatching that as well as this was what got me to start wearing black nail polish again. I was like, you know, back in the day I was experimenting with nail polish and, you know, it was fun, but it felt like it was too much work to put on and I didn't always like how it looked. But then I was like, I was rewatching this and like, no, I remember that black was my color. Like, black nail polish in particular looked fucking great. And so I started wearing it again and yeah, it's been fun. It's been very difficult, as I'm sure Cookie can attest. Applying nail polish is fucking hard and annoying, but very worth it. Hope they don't continue to downplay him mistreating Lancer. Yeah. Yeah. Who are you to challenge the knight would be so fucking funny if Chris is the knight. Like Chris is just sitting there like, "Hello, it's me." This fan song predict the roaring is the roaring was. That's something I mentioned in the comment I left on The Dark Truth, the track. The roaring was foreshadowed in the first chapter, like in the legend. In the legend it says, you know, then her heart pounding, the earth will draw its final breath. We already kind of knew that opening too many dark fountains was a bad thing. It's just chapter 2 kind of set that in stone. Sebastian wants his goddamn money. Wolf versus Fox, yeah. So yeah. Chaos King, fantastic. I just love like how this starts. Like, any song that has me playing like in such like the lowest register on the piano, like the lowest notes possible, is always fun. The quality is really low because it's, you know, extracted from a VOD. But I think that honestly adds to it. The original song is kind of crunchy in terms of like audio quality as well, so it's not a big deal. I'm really fond of this comment that Charlie left. Right here. Right here, he says, "That was clean as fuck." Yeah, it was pretty impressive. And you have to play a note that many times super fast. Sometimes, yeah, you just need to like jackhammer it with one finger. Sometimes you alternate with two fingers, but that time I was just like, no, it's just do that. And then this part, the left hand is a lot more advanced or a lot more complex, but I just played like repeating octaves because it's like, I don't have the energy to like learn the whole thing. Fuck it, like, just playing repeating octaves hammers home like the intensity of that part of the song more, which is, in my opinion, the important part. This was a case where, like, something I mentioned nowadays is that sometimes I just make sheet music easier on myself sometimes, just so I can actually get a finished product out. Yeah, like, the Legends part of, like, the actual sheet music is, like, pretty crazy and, like, accurate. Like, it sounds great, and it sounds very accurate to the song, but I was not going to sit down and try to learn that when I was just playing it on stream. I was just like, yeah, you know, whatever, let's just play repeating octaves, and I think it honestly sounds really good anyway. I really want to wear more nail polish, I'm just tired. I guess I am in luck, because I can't apply my nail polish unless I have something to watch or listen to. But the new Doctor Who Season 2 episodes are coming out next week, so, you know, while the previous season was airing, I would usually watch those while doing my nails, so the first episode comes out on the 12th, which I will probably be doing stuff that day, but whenever I have time afterwards, I'll just watch the episode while doing my nails, because they need to be reapplied. 420 care. They didn't get to sing Low Notes Inquiry much because I'm a tenor, but they're always fun. It was clean as fuck, thank you. Fun to sing while doing weird fun shit with my voice, yeah. Doctor. But yeah, Chaos King, fantastic. That might be as I mentioned, that might be the gatekeeper of top tier. I can't quite justify, I guess, yeah, and it is also the gatekeeper of Undertale tier, because if a song is not better than Chaos King, it does not deserve to be an Undertale tier. I think that's why Before the Story, I think last stream I was like, oh, you know, Before the Story is like a 40-second long track. I don't know if I can justify putting it so high. No, I can. Like, who cares? Who cares? Like, yes, Chaos King is like a minute and a half of, like, you know, leitmotif usage and crazy, like, you know, well-made bass line and everything. And Before the Story is just 40 seconds of, like, piano. I don't care. This is my tier list. Yeah, Chaos King, fantastic. Let's move on. I'm gonna try to find a GIF. Oh, that's really good though. No, not yet. Hopefully this works. I don't know if it will. This GIF is me listening to. This was like from like some guy. I should probably credit him. I don't remember where the original tweet was. This GIF was something someone made when he was talking. The caption was, "The Nintendo Switch was hype, but I just do not care about some games." I use this to describe me listening to the Friday Night Funkin' OST, and then Coco hits. Maybe my least favorite song in the entire game, along with Monster, but it's not quite as bad. But like, this is me listening to the deltarune soundtrack, and then yet another song comes on. They're not bad, like, and the actual cyber battle is quite good. But as I mentioned in one of my comments, Sweet Captain Cake songs take up 17% of the Chapter 2 OST. It's quite interesting. It's so funny how much John Clownfish hates these songs. It's a fair criticism, but I do not agree. Go myself. Yeah, Sweet Captain Cakes is fun. That helps offset it. Oh, this is cute. I thought this was a pride flag for a second, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it looks very similar. I swear there is a pride flag that looks very similar to that. I like to play a game. Doctor Who will not release for another 2 years. No, please. Now such revolving around Doctor Who episodes releases is really funny. Yeah, now that you put it that way, it is. Because Patreon now will be canceled on Hulu.com. The music-based mini-boss. Yeah, I like... As I say, like, they are the premier Underground's, like, the Dark World's, what the fuck did they say? The cyber world's like premier music trio. So like it makes sense they have so much music. It's just kind of funny. Arrow Pride Flag. Okay, let me like double check. Arrow Pride Flag. Yeah. That one's KK, right? I can never keep them straight. KK. I think that's Sweet and that's capn. They reference Homestar Runner, so that's good enough for me. Wow. This is kind of fascinating. Robots kissing robots. These like random ass like Tumblr tournaments are always fun. But yeah, top of meh. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's okay. It's sort of similar to Ghoul-a-Day from the original game. Jamal would. When will Jamal return from war? John Cloudfish seething every time he wants to listen to Penumbra Phantasm because he has to see them. Here we go. This is. I always felt like this song. I remember when I was listening to the deltarune Chapter 2 OST on like shuffle on like a plane ride. I got to this song and I was like, you know, because Powers Combined is the song that plays when you like form your mech to fight Giga Queen, and it's like 20 seconds long. I remember listening to this one and being like, I don't remember this song being this long. It's like weirdly long for, you know, the scene it plays over. When we got like the newsletter with like the deleted or like cut songs and like, you know, the cut like Queen like Giga Queen song fight, I was like, okay, no, this makes a lot more sense. It's a solid song. It can go in great as with along with the other like standard character themes. I don't know if I can put it above Girl Next Door because Girl Next Door is just such a solid theme for Noelle, but it is good. Yeah, the way the song ends is really good. Hold on, this is never before seen. This is stuff I haven't seen before. If you don't attempt to dodge or punch at all during Giga Queen's first 2 attacks, you will see unique dialogue from both her and the battle narration. Let me take a look at this. Oh no, did you forget how to control the Diamond robot? There are keyboard controls inside. Press left and right to dodge Z and X to punch. I haven't voiced Queen in forever. I love her. Dodge Queen's attacks with left, right, and down. Oh, I can't wait for these chapters to come out. One more time, press left and right to dodge. Z and X to punch. It's simple, you idiot. Oh, she doesn't have any more dialogue. That's sad. This is not really a spoiler. There's a character in JoJo Part 9, Meryl May Chi. She's like the principal of the school that like the main JoJo goes to, and she's quite important. She's fucking awesome. I love her to death. She's like 9 feet tall or something. And I just when like Andrew and I read the chapters, when Andrew and I read the chapters, I always insist on voicing her. And like look at this fucking giant. I always insist on voicing her, and whenever I voice her, I just give her a queen voice. Like, where's like a line she has? Dialogue. Also, I look 4 of you to go. You'll have a lot of ground to cover looking for that diamond after all. She's great. Yeah, no. It's so that's a way for me to voice Queen without actually voicing Queen. Because she is a queen. Yeah, I don't think she's actually 9 feet tall, but she looks 9 feet tall. You can walk out song. We have I'll share it with you. We have a playlist of like RWE character themes that we have painstakingly picked out. I'll send it to you later. She is so cool telling you how to beat her. And head out, night, man. Good night. Oh yeah, one last thing before you go. Your promo picture is like the Hubert of happiness. What are your thoughts on Rhythm Heaven Groove? Because again, my good friend lost his mind over it. Incredibly exciting, and also exciting that it's going to be on the Switch 1 as well as was it even announced for Switch 2? I don't remember. But the fact it's going to be, if it was a Switch 2 exclusive, I think my friend would have like become the Joker. But yeah, he was hoping for Flockstep, yes. He was hoping for Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life to come back for years, and then they both happened in the same direct. It was awesome. Piotr, true. I haven't seen the trailer, but I'm unsure. Waiting for more for him to make judgment. Fair enough. It's not in the Switch 1 Direct. Okay, yeah. That is very reassuring to hear. This one's okay. I mean, it does have like the your best nightmare leitmotif, so it gets points for that, I guess. Still not above Hey Every. Do I want to put that in amazing tier? Because it is. It's one of the like. It's within the set of songs that I consider like the end of chapter songs, which you always hear at the end of the chapter that gets huge emotional points from me. But it's like 10 seconds long. I don't know. I think the Holy captures the beauty of like the end of a chapter, I think, better than your, but I don't know, I might just move it up anyway. What did I say for Imminent Death? Yeah, just bringing up the Your Best Nightmare thing. Alright, good night, 1-2, thanks for showing up. So happy he had a good reaction to the announcement. Yeah, no, he was pogging. Lightner's live opening theme? Yeah, fine, Toby, you got me. I said there was no song that I think would go in Amazing that was below Hip Shop, but you got me. You got me. I can't help but think of like the post saying, there was someone saying that like Your Power reminded them of the freaking Nostalgia Critic opening. Just like the guitar. Oh Jesus. Yeah, but I mean it's end of chapter song. It's great. Rules card failing is incredibly in character. Yeah, like what do you mean, Eth? I thought I was the bottom power ceiling of Amazing Eth. This is rubbish. This is fun. This is giving me an excuse to like voice act these characters. This is like practice for once chapters 3 and 4 come out. Cool. Oh yeah, here we fucking go, dude. This is good. This is going real high. Come on. I'm weak. I'm too weak. I'm too weak. I grow big angel wings and fly as far as I can, gazing back at it all. The skyline shining like holiday lights. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. How do you write such good dialogue, Toby? It's so And of course I gotta Queen jump scare. I gotta shout out my cover of the song. Incredibly happy with how it turned out. Honestly, funnily enough, shut up. Honestly, funnily enough, like the video I use for like being in the Ferris wheel looks really good, but I didn't realize until I was like going through like all the videos the photos and videos I took in 2024 to make like my best of, something I've started doing in the past few years is like making best of compilations of just like going through like my videos and what was I gonna say? Going through videos of mine and like taking my favorites. It's like 2 a.m. I can't talk. I go through like my Google Photos for the year and I just add like, my favorite pictures and videos I took to like a playlist so I can look back on it. I added like the footage I took for this video to like the best of playlist. I didn't realize until I did that this looks really nice, but it's kind of muted. The colors are a bit grayed out. I'm gonna do this, which is very silly, but I've done it before. Photosapp.google/ SFL221ZTZXEVQTVZ9. Yeah. For some reason, when I like uploaded it to YouTube, the colors got a bit like muted, which I think is a shame because the colors pop so much in the original recording. I could like re-uploading is like a solution, but no, I'm fine. Like I don't think it's a big enough deal that I would want to like take it down because I think I might have mentioned it before, but like I got some of the nicest comments I've ever gotten on a cover like for this, which made I think I tell the story about it before. Like I spent like a month straight pretty much just coming back to this Ferris wheel to try to get a good take. And at first, the first time I went, I had the idea like, let's ride a Ferris wheel for this cover. I went to the Ferris wheel, and this was like in August maybe, and the Ferris wheel closes at 9 p.m. And it was like dark out. It was like 8 p.m. and it was like dark out. Like the period, that part of the evening where the sky is like very dark blue, but it's not quite black yet. I was like, it's good, but when I think of this song, I think of the skyline with like the pitch black sky, and like the lights of the buildings are like what's lighting up the surroundings. So I was like, I could just hop in the Ferris wheel, record this, but then I was like, I know how my brain works. If I do that, and I upload the video, I will forever associate this cover with the feeling of, but I could have done better. So I made the decision, like, no, it's the quote I used. This is just like, I'm just sharing whatever. Like, if you haven't watched the movie Nope, it's a fantastic movie. It's basically like they need to, spoilers, like they want to like get a picture of, they wanted to like get a picture of like an alien to like, become famous. And, they had like a decent shot of the alien that they could have taken and just sold, but the main character says it's good, but it ain't Oprah, because he was saying like early in the movie he was like, we can get a picture of this alien, we can sell it to Oprah, we'll be famous, that kind of shit. That's what I kept repeating to myself while trying to get this video. I was like, it's good, but it ain't Oprah. So I went back home, came back a week later. Ferris wheel was closed for repairs. Came back a week later. It like closed earlier than it was supposed to. All these just different things and like annoying me until eventually I finally got this recording. And like while riding the Ferris wheel, it was kind of stressful because like I listened to the song. I listened to the original track while on the Ferris wheel. And it was really nice, and getting to see the city was really beautiful. But it was kind of also nerve-wracking because I am a little bit scared of heights, so I was like, oh, what if it breaks? But all of it was worth it. I got like some of the nicest comments, like it's honestly unfathomable to me. You don't have more subscribers. You're a huge inspiration to me in terms of learning piano. Keep it up. Then this comment, like, shout out to Mintleaf. Like, God, this comment is like one of the nicest I've ever gotten. As the guy who commented on all the Undertale OST videos, your comments and vids hold a special place in my heart. You're one of the people who makes Undertale and Deltarune feel like it's something important to me. Your covers bring the feeling to me further. Thank you for that, sincerely. Like, that comment, like, floored me. Like, yes, that's all I want. Yeah, so all of it was worth it. I was gonna try to ride the Ferris wheel with Andrew in a very gay move, but we got there at 8 p.m., but for some reason, like, the wheel closed early, and I was very upset about it, but whatever. God damn it! There's evil camera quality. 5 out of 2 creators suggested. Yeah, I have no idea. I have this extension TubeBuddy to just so I can make like my custom thumbnails. Like, my thumbnails are very basic, but all I just do is I don't even do it very much for most of my covers nowadays, but like I'll take a still frame from the video and then overlay like an image over it. I can't do that very easily with just YouTube's base features, so I just use TubeBuddy to do that. But it also like tells me a bunch of like, oh, you could be optimizing your channel more. I'm just like, I don't care, man, go away. Oprah tier list of the song. Yeah, I've heard good things. You should watch it. It's a very good movie. My connection crashed. What's going on? Talking about the Ferris wheel cover. Yes. Cute comment. Yeah. Being an inimical part of someone's perception of your favorite franchise ever. Yeah, it's. Oh, it was so nice to read that. That's the comments like that are why I make videos, dude. Like, this is just something I was thinking about. Like, some people are like, they make content just for the sake of making it, and even if nobody watched it, they would do it. I respect that, but I'm not that kind of person. I need like to get feedback and comments and just like people sharing their thoughts on my videos, and it's comments like that make it so, like, even after doing this for like 9 years, which is crazy to say, even after doing it for like 9 years, it's still like such a fun thing to do, because it's like, yeah, no, I live for those kinds of comments. Yeah, Deltarune moment, I love it. Whew, I'm getting a little bit tired. I will see how I feel. This has been fun. I've been going for about an hour. Yeah, we got through. So far, we have 9, 12, 17, 21, 25. So we got 12 songs, I think. About the same pace as we were last time, Lamo. Alright, but let's keep going. This is a very good song. I want to put it in amazing, but like my sense of dignity is preventing me from doing so. Oh, we can loop that one. Go back, go back. This song has no right to go so hard, yeah. Cookie, I'm pulling up the Rave DJ document on my phone. I'm pretty sure all of these fucking rips are, like, these mashups are dead because Rave DJ's cringe and it, like, deleted and, like, changed its algorithm. But there was, like, a mashup I used for this that was, like, really funny. Nope, it doesn't work. Rave DJ, fix your trash website. It was a mashup of there's like a pretty cool fan made video that's like cool mixtape in the style of or Attack of the Killer Queen, but it made it sound like cool mixtape, I think, was the video. Go away.
We're mixing it up.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking.
No, that's a different one. I think it's this one? Yeah, it's this one. The Android quality 360p type beats. Oh, I love that. Still mad at myself for not recording. God, the only fucking mashup that I made that was preserved was the fucking Stress Big Shot one, which I'll probably show off once we get to Big Shot. But I'm glad that I, you know, uploaded that one because it's my favorite mashup I've made. But like, come on, Rave DJ, how could you do this to me? But yeah, I mixed that up with. I apologize in advance for showing this. Flash warning and loudness warning. Chapter 2 roaring ending. Yeah, so it was really funny because it was like it was the cool mixtape in the style of Killer Queen, but with just like random like bombs going off, pretty much. Like it sounded good in like the worst, most deranged, horrendous possible way. Yeah, it just bombs would go off. I think John Smith and I made the joke that it was like Queen, but she keeps falling down the stairs. Yeah, I'm turning this off so I don't like destroy my brain. It was good. Android colony? Chris, I am falling down the stairs. Please help me. It's like an MC Escher set of stairs, like the abstract ones that loop over and over again. Please, I am dying. Chris, I have to make the worst beat ever. Does that make me bad? I don't know why I switched to like berdly for that. I have to make everyone happy by making the worst beat ever. Does that make me bad? Except this does not apply to me because I make the best beats. Oh my god, I missed voicing Queen. I didn't realize how much I missed voicing this guy, this character. This one's alright. What did I comment on this one? I don't remember. Yeah, I just commented on like the quest to get the disc. Yeah, let's go. I like how for the comment on this one, I wanted... Be a big shot. Be a big shot. I wanted to leave like a real, like an actual analysis But I was just like, no, I can't. This song is too, like, vibes and too, like, too much of a banger for me to leave anything that's just like this. Shout out once again to Fancy Text Generator, the website, for letting me do this. There's a really good, like, animation someone did for this. Let me see if I can find it. Now's your chance to be an animation. Yes, this one. So much aura. Yeah, I moved Chaos King up. I'll explain that in a second. This is like a classic. Yeah, 4.8 million views. Let's go. Yeah, I moved Chaos King up. I said I'm weak, because I think what happened was I was listening to Ferris Wheel, and no, I know. Why did I do that? I don't remember. Was it because of? No, I got it. I'll have to like check the VOD again, but I think what happened was I was listening to Ferris Wheel, and then I was like, because beginning was initially beginning was at top of amazing, but I was like, oh, Ferris Wheel should be at top of amazing, so I moved beginning up, and then I was like, if I'm gonna move beginning up, I might as well move Chaos King, which was, you know, the top of top tier up, and that's why I said I'm too weak. Like, I've probably said that several times on like stream before. Like, I don't know why I default to that phrase. Like, I'm too weak. Like I said it there because I was like, I'm too weak. I can't resist the urge to keep moving these songs higher because they're so good. I'm too weak. Oh my god, I love streaming. Thank you guys for being here. He's got a Germa fave. Germ. Palpatine. It's me, boy. I'm the Palpatine speaking to you inside your brain. What you got next? What you got next? All right, very underrated song. Even though it's very underrated, I don't know if it can go any higher than that. Girl Next Door is also a pretty solid like wall for songs. I love the piano on this one. If this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror, and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. The roaring. I'm gonna fucking kill you, Cookie. Don't ever say The roaring makes you tear up half the time I listen to it. Alright. Honestly, kind of funny. There's 92 songs. This is the first song I think we got to that I already ranked in the previous stream. I put that one in good tier. Oh yeah. I liked John Smith's comment that, like, his multi-paragraph theory about the nature of deltarune as a song is entirely dependent on the fact that Sans as a track. I really don't want to put it that high, but I keep having to move stuff. That's solid, but yeah. My friend, who was John Smith, my friend pointed out something interesting. This is the only Undertale track to reappear in Deltarune with no modifications whatsoever. Kind of sus, my good Skeleton Man. It's pretty sus. Nature, whatever, Deltarune. Nature of Weather, Deltarune is a song called Deltarune. Sorry, I ruined the moment. No. In the place when you graduate and you see a classmate that you used to know at some store. The Tears building. It's like the world building, but the Tears building. Yeah, it's... I don't want to put Sans in Amazing Tier. Honestly, let me... maybe... I feel like I'm just in like a very generous mood when it comes to these these rankings. Like, I don't know. I'm just feeling the Deltarune hype, guys. Yeah, let me like... Where did I put Sans in like my main game tier list? Probably just great. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I just put it in great, so I don't know if I can really justify putting it in amazing tier. I don't know. Then I have to move stuff, I feel like. Oh, God. This is hard. This is why I don't do tier lists very much. I don't know. I'll leave it there, and if more songs come along and influence me to change it, then I'm sure. The ethos. I guess that is true. I guess, yeah, now that you put it that way, like, it's getting extra points because of the comedy and potential lore implications of it being in the game with no modifications. The aura of Sans is great in the song. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. This one's solid. Punch-out theme. Undertale Yellow had like the Mew Mew Love Blaster. This game had like the Punch-out game. Real recognize real. Good game design recognize good game design. We already did this one, but I'm gonna let it play. The comment I left on the Chapter 2 version of it was like the bomb under the table Alfred Hitchcock quote because of like Chris ripping out their soul, but yeah. I should make a cover of this, honestly. I already shared it, but like Andrew had like an animatic for this. Like Chris and Toriel eating dinner together. Probably like pictures of Asriel like hung up on the wall. And then knock at the door. Susie's there. Gives Chris a big hug. They sit down to eat dinner together. Very, very beautiful. Alright, we'll get you in a second. Yes, like Andrew's very good at... He doesn't make too many of those animatic ideas, but he's very good at them when he does. Like, yeah, it sounds like a knock at the door, which I hadn't even, like, considered, but it's a great idea. Croissant. Delta ruined. People like to say Sans won't play a role in Delta, but they forget that it was also in the process of being made before Undertale, so they're probably wrong. Yeah, again, I've said it many times. I really hope they play a song that might play when you fight Sans in Deltarune. It'd be fucking hilarious. How many madeleines did I eat when I visit? How many madeleines did I eat when I visited to annoy you? They're good. It's true. They're real. Stronger than you. Let's go. Rules playing after home. It's me. You can always come with home, but you can always come with to Rules card as well. The comfort character. This one's going in like great, I think. God damn it! My original comment was going to be about how like Rules card saying "God damn it" was like the hardest I'd ever laughed at any like Undertale related media ever. I think by the comment I did leave like conveys that idea more efficiently. Meh. I honestly don't even know why this is in the soundtrack. This is getting a solid meh. Oh, one of the best songs. I don't even know if I have the energy to listen to this, but it's so good. I probably read this comment already, but I'm gonna do it again. Can we talk about how supremely underrated this track is? Sure, it doesn't compete with Field of Hopes and Dreams, but it's still nothing short of breathtaking. The mystical and magical vibes, the powerful Alice in Wonderland imagery it conjures, and I gotta wait like 2 minutes for it to time this with like what I'm describing, so I'm just gonna wait. It was not an answer. Nobody's contesting. Oh, I didn't. I thought you were. Did how many him? Okay, no, it didn't annoy me. No, I need help finishing those. Like, there's the boxes they come in are very large. I thought you were making a statement that you ate that many to annoy me, and I was like, okay, that's funny. I would love to make a cover of this, but it relies heavily on like violin sounds. Not that I haven't covered songs that like rely heavily on the sounds of other instruments, but I was like, maybe I could make it like a keyboard cover. I don't know. I have to think about it. The miscommunication siblings. I'm Wa and I'm Bwa. Again, shout out to Charlie for being the one to say that this is like the incredibly beautiful and climactic conclusion of the Don't Forget leitmotif. It makes for one completely unforgettable track. Toby Fox, you madman, you. Absolutely deserving of being in top tier, top of top tier. It was Charlie who said that it was one of the most underrated, like one of the best songs Toby ever made, and that made me sit down and really be like, no, yeah, it's great. It made me re-listen to it with that in mind. I was like, no, yeah, so good. I'm Wa, I'm Bwa. The amount of times I've written I'm Wa, I'm Bwa in like my class notes. It's a very good phrase. Probably gives me the image of being in the woods and the trees are falling like fall. And leaves are red. It's so beautiful. I like, I think I mentioned it last stream, like Field of Hopes and Dreams and Cyber's World are probably maybe my two favorite songs in deltarune so far. So chapters 3 and 4 are going to give us new like overworld themes. They better like they are going to be like incredible. I'm betting you. Like, let me like see if there's any like cool fan art. Monster there. Yo, Lego deltarune, let's fucking go. Lego Chris, Lego Yoda. Confusion Andy. This is why it took so long, guys. I didn't. Yeah, like honestly, yeah. I am totally okay if that's the explanation. Lego deltarune. Let's go. Let's get it. I like this. This conveys a very specific emotion. Baby Yoda. Grogu. We don't run out of like characters in this description. I'm about halfway. I think I'm fine. By the end of the off OST tier list stream, I was like dangerously close to like running out of room in my description box. GLaDOS deltarune, let's fucking go. Is this Fortnite? Yeah, let's go. What the fuck? What? I don't know what this is actually supposed to be. Signal. It really does just look like KK, Jesus. Fascinating. This one's alright. It's kind of overshadowed by My Castle Town. Like, again, this was another comment of mine that got a lot of attention. Like, I think it was intentional, the progression from Empty Town to My Castle Town. So I think the song kind of feeling a bit overshadowed by My Castle Town is probably intentional. And I think it works really well, and it makes My Castle Town that much better. But I think as a song, like, it's good. I find it funny how I say it's good, and then I put it in the tier above good. My brain works in strange ways. Again, when I hear the frickin' Legend leitmotif nowadays, I hear the singing from Axendall, but I don't even remember what the lyrics were. There it is. Never minding sanity, never minding fright, never minding worlds that rest in eternal night. Darker shade of dark for eternity, and all you have to me. Yeah, this. And while I'm at it, let me just throw on. Ah! Alright. Very solid, but I'll get to that. Joe Biden's Chapter 2. Just from being empty to full of life, yes. Good as quality and good as class, yeah, honestly. You get it, yeah. I think if people saying Burger Pants could be the night, out of everyone there's like all the... Cookie showed me several videos of like night candidates. Honestly, I accept any theory at this point. Like, there's no theory that's too outlandish at this point. His knight in blistering armor first steps in the sea into entropy that sob as she cries and laugh as she screams. The joys of this world are the ones inside me. Lowercase courtesy, my uppercase lock being broken for some reason. Yeah, Axendall, and Knight in Scorching Armor as well. I'm trying to remember the other like really good one. The one who made him die. That one was really good. Did I like? Hold on, let me double check something. Tail. Yeah, okay, I did. Heaven says as well. No, it was solid. Should probably add accent doll to this. I'll just do that now. I showed off this doc at the end of the previous stream. Alright. We got a fun one next. I think, because again, I did make a tier list for the deltarune songs. I kind of want to check how it stacks up, like, once I'm done here. While I was showing it to Andrew, I think we both agreed, like, It's Pronounced Rules is the definition of an amazing tier track. It's certified banger. Not super emotional, but it's about as high as a song can get just based on, like, bangerness alone. Oh, you know what? I might have to show off. Oh, I'll look up some fan art first. That's very good. Hey! I always liked how Rules Kaard was in, like, My Chemical Romance Black Parade outfit. That's not what it's supposed to be, but that's all I can think of. I think Mangoes actually drew that. Maybe for me specifically. It was really funny. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description, but I'm not going to check for it right now. Yeah, I was going to freaking pull up a video of this, but I don't care. I'm doing like a little detour. This is now a Friday Night Funkin' stream real quick. Bergman's Was the Night be really funny. Hey, Chris, you should have listened to me talk about my ex-girlfriend in Chapter 2. That choice mattered. Now you die. Evan says, yes. Seems like my interpretation was wrong. Interesting. Like, did they clarify? No, I think you did. Was it what you mentioned about, like, how the... No, because you mentioned how, like, it being a speak and spell was, like, a placeholder, but is it something else that makes you say that? It's definitely something Toby would do. What? What do you mean? Let me play the mod. Give me the plant. Go. I might play a couple songs. I played like a couple songs from this on stream before. But I need to do it now. I write puzzles, not rules. I guess, yeah, I'll include a link. If you guys are somehow fans of Friday Night Funkin' and Deltarune and have not found this mod, it is so fucking good. Like, holy shit. Maybe my favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod. Like, the Versus Tricky mod is fantastic, but like, oh my god, this is so good. I think I did check, yes, and it was you, Cookie, who showed it to me like a few years ago, which is kind of funny. All right, Chips Ahoy, let's go. I may play Hyperlink and Hyperlink Reloaded once we get to a big shot. Chips Ahoy with worms! Yeah, I can't think of It's Pronounced Rules. God damn it! I can't hear It's Pronounced Rules without hearing that song. God, the mod is so good. Yeah, I'm sure you saw. Most of the characters in that mod have a gimmick. Rules Kaard's gimmick is that he blocks like the arrows with the thrash machine, so it's harder to time. I love that mod so much. I love how like Chris's singing is like deltarune sound effects. I love Rousey's voice. I love all the characters' voices. It's so good. God, I love deltarune. Kill him on deltarune. He might get to Undertale eventually. I think he mentioned like he's gonna play Breath of the Wild, and then after that he might do Undertale, which will be nice because Breath of the Wild's a nice long game. And I was saying to him like watching Zophis play Undertale was like a religious experience. I don't know if I can handle another, very close friend of mine playing through the game again. He played Undertale, he never played Passive. Yeah, he just did neutral. But yeah, very solid song. What do we got? Alright, pretty good. Gives us a killer leitmotif that gets brought back in Attack of the Killer Queen, but has its own theme. It goes with the rest of the character themes. It's pretty good. Chris X Berdly, incredibly funny ship. John Smith is someone I don't think cares about shipping whatsoever, but even he was kind of the one who got me onto this ship because he was saying like it's incredibly funny, and I was like, no, you're so right. Now go back, go back, go back. Alright, good night, Leandro. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to have you. Oh, I get the joke. These are some pretty good fan arts, damn. Curdly. This is to talk about Deltarune with the chapters 6 and 7 wait. Probably. I've really been surprised. We're just saying his name, yeah. Like my brother, Lamau. My good friends, my good friend who we were discussing. I showed him Epic, and I wasn't really expecting him to like it as much as he did, but he's really been listening to it like on his own time and stuff. I'm very happy about it, and it gives me hope that like whenever he gets to run Undertale, he'll enjoy it a lot more than he did the first time, because a lot of time has passed since then. He played it in like 2017, I think. You liking Midna? What? Me liking Midna and Link is like a foundational part of me, like in high school, man. Listen, it disgusts me to say this, but as an I don't even know if I want to say but as an act of charity, I will let you be the breeze under my wings. You, me, festival. Wait, is this actually real? No, okay, no. No, this was this part was in the frickin' I will let you be the breeze under my wings, which I think was part of like the Valentine's newsletter. I don't think anything about this was mentioned. So fucking swagtacular, dude. The weeds of the lore. Yeah. That is where the comparison lies. Midnight and Link is just, they're just built different, man. I love them. The comments I left on Berdly was just saying, like, you know, Berdly was a very unlikable character, at least for me at first, but now I love him. You can't keep getting away with this. Yep. Birdman is dead. Stuffed in a closet. This one's alright. This song is kind of like foundational to all my like analyses of deltarune, so I'll give it an extra like 1 or 2 spots. Because if it is meant to represent when like development of deltarune started, then because I don't know if Toby's ever like said that directly, but I use this as my evidence that the development of deltarune started in April 2012, which is why I can say so confidently, like, oh, this project that Toby's been working on for over a decade because of this specific like track title. It's a completely just like okay track, but I do like the title for what it potentially reveals. The dialogue's really, we don't know if he's talking to Chris. Number Phantasm. When the frick was... When was... 2012. Okay, yeah, 2012 is an important year for this. 2012 is the year of deltarune, guys. Releasing winter 2014. Oh, shout out to my good friend, I don't know if he... Louder Monkey Boy, I might as well shout him out. We made a bunch of content together. He's a big Mother and Earthbound fan. He's the one who told me about Oddity, or Mother 4. Very funny. Oddity coming out this year would be so funny. It would complete like the... Not even... It was like... It's like way more than trifecta at this point. Like, TF2 7th comic, Deltarune. I guess Deltarune wasn't like too crazy. Deltarune, it's kind of not realistic to lump Deltarune in, because it was never really a possibility that Deltarune would stop releasing. But like, TF2 7th comic, Silk Song, Tomodachi Life, Rhythm Heaven, yeah. Might get around to the Me Tourney streams. Thanks. There's some questionable stuff in there. Some questionable me's, but you know, I appreciate that. It'll be very nice to have another person to like discuss the lore of those tournaments with. That's like an RWE tier thing of like, there's so many hours of content in those like Me Fighter tourneys, that not many people know about. All right, classic. This comment I left, the comment I left on this one, I think it's the first comment I left, obviously. It's quite long. I think it's an interesting observation. I don't know how much merit it really has. Like another hymn versus another hymn, like church hymn. It's interesting, I don't know. You still don't quite know what the title means, but you know, we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. Do I want to listen to this is the question. Kirby Air Riders. The hymn.p... No, I don't think so. So a funny thing that happened last stream for this like 7 months ago, when it got to like the sick ass like saxophone solo, I turned the volume up to max, but while doing so I accidentally brushed the F4 key, which is like the pause and play key, And for some reason, it started playing like the video file that I last opened, which was my cover of Dear Sunrise. So, and I had the volume to the max, so I had no idea that it was playing. And then also for some reason, it started playing the piano audio from my speakers and not my earbuds. So my the viewers were hearing the Field of Dreams plus the Dear Sunrise cover at the same time, and it sounded weird. I didn't even notice until like people were the song ended and I was reading through chat. That's just an instance of like, as much as I love streaming, it is a flawed medium. Like I had genuinely no idea. Like it's not as bad as recording where you can record for like 5 hours and then realize you didn't even press record and there's no one to give you that feedback, but it's still kind of awkward. I might just listen to the song fully to make up for that. Hello, Sparsh. Good to see you. Let me take a look at your picture. Is that like from Battle Cats? Hi, OST commenter guy. Yes, we're doing a little tier list here. Back when Undertale dropped in 2015, the deltarune website was up for the first time. It displayed the entry 17 text in Wingdings, and it was changed to the legend in Wingdings. That's crazy. It was called Him. So that we knew so the legend was posted in 2015, unless I'm getting that wrong. Deltarune probably refers to Deltarune Gaster, another Gaster. It's supposed to just the Undertale Gaster. Okay. My thought was like, there's a he referenced in Undertale's OST, his theme, Asriel's theme. So I was wondering if it had any connection to that. I sent it in the file name to the entry 17 PNG. Yeah, I'm listening to this. I don't care. Usually when I get to when I'm doing these tier list streams, I just skip the songs I've already ranked, but no, it's the best song in the game. Beautiful. 100% of the legend was on the Deltarune website and Wings as soon as that's crazy. Wow. Although this world has faded to black, I know that the stories are true. You'll save us all with me at your back, and I'm glad to be there with you. What is this world where the dark meets the light? I didn't mean to type that. Oh, the colors are so fucking good. Holy shit. It's peak. It's peak, Your Honor. It's peak. It's peak. It's so good. Best song in the game. Look, okay? It's not my fault that saxophone has the like is almost felt the same. Like I was looking up because I'm pretty sure I did see like a GIF of like Rousey like playing the saxophone as a reference to that part. So I typed in Rousey sax, but I misspelled it. Okay, shut up. Ugh, but yeah, I love Filled Hopes and Dreams. Shit, there was like some. I had to like link some of these. I was like so caught up in the music that I didn't like post links. Shut up. I think chapter 4, yes, absolutely. Secret Wingdings on the Deltarune website. That's wild. What do people think the Deltarune website was before we knew what Deltarune the game was? But yeah, I think I this is all stuff I think I talked about in the previous stream, but if you go back to my Deltarune chapter 1 playthrough, my reaction when I get to the Field Hopes and Dreams is pretty subdued. Because I really wasn't sure what I was getting into when I was playing Deltarune. But like, God, just looking back, like, yeah. So there was a like the Reddit thread here was like asking like, why did Toby add this like little like radio like tagline here to tell you what the name of the song was? And the top comment was like, because it's the best song he's ever made? Question mark. Oh, it's a Toho reference. Got it. Because this is the best song in the game. Yeah. I didn't know it was a Toho reference. It's kind of fun. But yeah, just like, oh my God, this area is gorgeous. Like the pixelated trees, the blue, the purple grass, the red leaves. Like, oh, it's so good. Toby with the color palettes. Ozzy does sing in chapter 3. I mean, he sings in chapter 1. He's the one who does like the lullaby or like the pacify thingy, right? I'm also not sure if people knew about the website. I don't know. I also do think it'll be in a church. Hello, shut up, Rose Raid. It was a Toho reference. Okay, interesting. So does Toho usually have like those little like cut-ins with like the name of the song? Mainline Toho games will probably appears like that almost every stage, so it's more like a reference to that. Why has he not used it elsewhere? It's probably just meant to be a reference, not an actual feature. He does a lot of one-off things. Makes sense. Yeah. And then like, what else was I gonna say? There's that big like the main way I like my big like playlist of music I listen to. Basically, over the years, I've talked about this before a bunch of times, but basically, like several years ago, a friend of mine shared like a music prompt list, which was just like oh 30, like name a song what you like with a color in the title, song you like with a number in the title, and I just kept collecting those prompts and filling them out and just adding all the songs that I put for those prompts in a playlist. And at this point, the playlist is over like 500 songs long. There was a prompt that my friend made called "A Song You Wish You Wrote," and I filled it out multiple times. But the very first, actually no, the second time I filled the prompt out, I put "Field Hopes and Dreams" as a song you wish you wrote because, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna read the whole comment again because, I've read it on stream before, and I've read it a bunch of times, honestly. But I'm really fond of this comment. I wrote it while I was in a McDonald's while at Anime Central. Yeah, like, it embodies what I love the most about Toby Fox's creations, the sheer unadulterated passion that goes into them. Like, it's so hard conveying yourself genuinely to someone else and taking the emotions and ideas in your head and translating them into reality, into a form that other people can experience and share in. And Toby's just able to do it, like, some people spend their whole lives trying to make something as beautiful and genuine as Hopes and Dreams. Honestly, like that's my take. And then something I can show off that I didn't show off last stream because I made this after the previous stream. My previous Field Hopes and Dreams cover that I made in like college in 2019. It's really not that great. The piano was like very out of tune, which I think works for a couple of the songs I did, a couple of the covers I did, but it really didn't work for Field Hopes and Dreams. After my good friends Andrew and Cookie visited me like in July of this year, I felt inspired to cover this, and as I mentioned in the comments, Cookie was actually the one who was doing the camera work for this. So I didn't intend for this. I recorded this with like my actual camcorder. Nowadays I usually just use my phone to record my covers because it's easier. But I wanted Cookie to like zoom in during like the little solo section. So I used the camcorder. And for some reason when I record with the camcorder, it sometimes takes on like a greenish lighting. Not intentional, but it really does work for Field Hopes and Dreams. Yeah, this is a huge improvement over the original cover, in my opinion. Ooh, me? I remember seeing a Reddit post from someone on being like, "What is this?" when it comes to the deltarune website. That's funny. I messed up the timing here, but it's fine. And this cover kind of started the deltarune renaissance on my channel because I went on to cover a bunch of other songs.
Did you know that the deltarune website...
Shut up. I was this close to marking out the chords like I've done with other songs, but while I do think it would have given me a new level of appreciation for the song and its composition, I decided against it. I don't want to know why this song sounds as magical as it does. It just does. Yeah. Like, I didn't realize until I tried to cover it, like, I didn't even notice, like, listen to the left hand. When I was first covering the song, I was like, is that how the song sounds? But it is. Like, you listen to it and, like, that is what the accompaniment sounds like. It's just kind of in the background. It's such an interesting composition. It's just incredible. I don't know. It's almost 3 a.m. We've been going for 2 hours and I am very tired, but it is such a good song. Might be one of his ways of messing with the returning undertone. Yeah. Like, it definitely catches your attention, like, oh shit, this song has hopes and dreams in the name. That's important. McDonald's, yeah. Just for it. YouTube thinks the video is Undertale. Very crunchy. I'm glad you're using the adjective crunchy to describe, like, music. Might as well show this off, too. I have not played Rivals of Ether on stream in forever. With the funny Asriel look-alike. Can I make this full screen? I don't remember. I haven't played this game in forever either. I need to make sure that like I'm not rusty. It's a good adjective of trouble figuring out what to attach it to. I think I'm like my computer's like overheating. My computer does not like streaming nowadays. I'm pulling this up because who do I want to play for this? I could just be boring and play Chris, I guess. No, I don't want to. Do I want to play Kara though? Kara's like my try-hard character. Yeah, whatever. I don't plan to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to show this off because it's fun. No, no, wrong stage. Pause! Okay, we're good. There we go. Let me see if I can get the specific remix. Yes, good. Song to brutally murder CPUs too. Or I could just lose. Kara's like broken, but I haven't played this game in like literal months. Let's see if I still have the sauce. Get out of here. Ugh. I'll link this remix in the description. It's a very good remix. Stop edgeguarding me. Go away. Get sploinked. This is a really good mod, by the way. This is probably this is absolutely my favorite modded Rivals of Aether character. There's so much work put into it. Ah. I almost considered picking up Joker, or at least trying him out, because I was like, Joker seems like he plays similarly to Kara, and I love playing Kara in this game. Oh, you bastard. I went for the Hail Mary, no. Nice. I just wanted to show off that remix and that custom stage. Alright, I'll link those later. Very good remix. Build Up in Dreams. Rivals of... by Tailwinds. Yeah, very good. I had that on my prompts list for something. I don't remember what it was. There's so much like stuff that Kara can do in that game, like that taunt where like they move towards the screen is fun. They can eat chocolate as one of their taunts as well, which heals 1% of damage. They have a little bit of everything. Okay, I just put that. I put that as the prompt of cover of a song in the video game's prompt. Makes sense. They kill, yeah, their intro is them killing Sans, which is really funny. Translate car, yeah. I always play that skin. It looks great. Chocolate spamming toxic Kara mains. Yeah. Best song in the game. I don't know how much more how many more songs I want to do, but I don't feel like stopping yet. Let's keep going. I don't know. I do have class tomorrow, but it's at 6 p.m. So I can stay up. We out here. This is like okay though. It's not like the best thing ever. There it is. Okay. Sure. Meh. What did I say about this one? Probably like a reference to Alice in Wonderland or something. Yeah. I already ranked this one. Classic. Smart! I forgot to mention as well with the Field Hopes and Dreams. I don't think Man of the Internet cover of it is the best they've ever made, but I really like Rousey's like little solo where he's like, I'm glad to be there with you. It's very cute. Evening class hours. Smart boosters! Berdly brain on smart boosters. Alright, let's fucking go. I really like Lantern. I don't know if I can put it in amazing tier. My Sham voice is very different than everyone else's. I voice him a lot more quietly. I think people sometimes give him like an Irish accent. Man of the Internet, he had a pretty deep voice. When I voice him, I kind of whisper, and I try to make him sound insane. I don't know if I'll stick with that once chapters 3 and 4 come out, but I love this guy. Again, him being shipped with Jevil is fuels me. It gives me life. Oh, this is good. I guess I can try to voice act. I'll do like the voice I give him for whatever reason. White nurse, I must truly thank you for this gift. I haven't done this in forever. I must truly thank you for this gift. With it, I feel there may be hope for us yet in this accursed world. Perhaps I won't have the secret boss fight you in chapter 6 or 7 after all. Whereas other people would like give it a more deeper voice. This is a very good post though. I like this. Sounds like a blue dragon. Honestly, yeah. I can like understand these references now because I played some of it. Computer brain superior on smart boosters. Shaman's they then. Okay, sick. Let's go. Awesome. I like to see it. There's a very good like piece of Sham fan art from like years ago, back in like 2018 when the game came out. No, 2019. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but no, I found it. That was fast. Give this a like and then check my. Bum bum ba da da dum. Yeah. Neither light nor dark hold a future for a doctor in my condition. Hmm? Thanks for that. I don't know why. I was like obsessed with this comic. I just like kept pulling it up and staring at it for like a month straight. Look at him. Just a little guy. Ba-dum-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, I can pull up real quick the Man the Internet cover. I guess honestly, maybe the cutoff point for when I end the stream is when my description box gets too long, because I'm getting. How close am I to that? Gonna tell me? Yeah, I have 1,000 characters up before I just can't add any more links. I could, if I really needed to, I could just add the rest of the links in a comment, but maybe I'll just take that as a sign from the universe that I need to stop. Time to stop.
When your whole world is going mad.
Yeah, a lot more outspoken. Whereas again, my version of Sham is like very quiet. I don't know why I settled on that voice for him, but I like it. Kitty description, Andy. Yeah, I really like Lantern. Now I feel bad putting Sans above it. The way I rank tracks is quite strange. I don't know. I'll leave it there for now. Sorry, Sham. Another perfectly decent song. The two songs of the Eurobus Nightmare are both side by side. Nice. Yeah. No, I gotta like read this. Put this on my prompts list as like 16-bit music. I'm not sure if it's actually 16-bit, but it sounds like it. SpongeBob and Patrick, Mr. Krabs. No aura, no ethos, sans Undertale. But it's like the pitch shifted version. I don't know. I'll see if this works. Ah! I forgot to mute it. Oh, that was horrendous. I'm so sorry for that. Once upon a time, a legend was whispered among shadows. It was a legend of hope. It was a legend of dreams. It was a legend of light. A legend of dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. For millennia, light and dark have lived in balance, bringing peace to the world. But if this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror, and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. Only then, shining with hope, three heroes appear at World's Edge. A human, a monster, and a prince in the dark. Only they can seal the fountains and banish the angels' heaven. Only then will balance be restored and the world saved from destruction. Today, the Fountain of Darkness, the geyser that gives this land form, that was too fast, stands tall at the center of the kingdom. But recently, another fountain has appeared on the horizon. His peak, and with it, the balance of light and dark begins to shift. Oh, it's so good. Like, let me pull up my cover of it, which was also just like an extraction from a stream I did. No, what is this? Go away. There we go.
The amateur is one of the most
Shut up. Ba-da-da-dun. Yeah. I like Charlie and I's conversation about it. Oddly emotional track, and you do it justice. Deltarune is a lot more of an RPG feeling game than Noelle. And in that way, the prophecy feels kind of cheesy to me, like the quest countless other heroes have already gone on. Yet, this track is still rather sweet and poignant. It feels less obviously emotional than Once Upon a Time, and more so a kind of nostalgia, we've heard this before, in a good way vibe, at least for me. And I said, yeah, I remember really being blown away watching the prophecy cutscene in Chapter 1. It felt very different from what Undertale was like, but in a way that felt grand and exciting. Like, this is not the type of storytelling Undertale did, but it's awesome. Explode. Legend Andy. Shalom seems like Deltarune Sans in terms of character archetypes. I could see that. Shawn Megalovania, let's go. I'm very grateful, like, in the stream where I got this recording from, when I started playing The Legend, everyone went fucking wild. Like, it was some of the most excited I've ever heard my chat be at me, like, playing a song. They were, like, saying, like, it was, like, some of the best playing I've ever done. Like, it gave me the confidence to just extract this and make it a cover. Oh yeah, it's great. If I can find it. Ba-da-da-da. I love piano. I wish I had timestamped where. Speaking of Kirby, I just beat Kirby Canvas Curse. Thanks, John Smith. I was like kind of popping off the stream. Yeah, everyone was like going fucking nuts. And I think, yeah, like I played this song really well, in my opinion. Jamal, Mimi, Saga, yeah, very good stream. This is a very funny message to me, like, accidental is in, like, you know, a sharp or flat, but, like, I find it funny, like, as someone who doesn't know what that's what that means, probably didn't know what this message means. Very deliberate choice here. I build up and make it really loud and grand sounding. And then at the end of the song, I make it super quiet and play really fast. Like, it almost feels like... I don't know how to describe it, but it's like... I don't know, it's really good. Like, when I play with intentionality like that, when I'm like, you know, I have a roadmap in my head of what I'm trying to do with this song and how I'm going to play to achieve that. That's when, like, some of my best playing comes out. Like, I also love how this song ends, like, it just ending with bum 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 with like dotted quarter notes. Like it's so strange, but it works, man. I'm way too tired, and I would probably be able to explain this better if I was actually at the piano, but I love the legend. Yes, yes. It's such like a subversive way to end the song. Like, it's great. Once Upon a Time is still like the king, but Legend is a very worthy successor. That's what I was saying, Josh. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, very happy with how I played that. Very glad I could just extract that fully. As like a cover. That was another song where I got like that take I got of it during that stream was like the best I ever played it, and I never could like replicate that. So I was like, well, I guess I'm never gonna cover it. But then I was just like, well, let's just take the recording from the stream. Who cares? SpongeBob Andy. He's perfectly in starting the adventure. Yeah, it's so good, man. So this isn't AI. This is clips from the show. That's pretty good. It was like a comment that was almost like that was like kind of dunking on. I don't know if it was directly towards Man in the but saying like, oh, this is showing how like, you can be as accurate or like lore accurate with the lyrics as much as you want, but just matching the rhythm of the song is so much more important. I don't fully agree, but I guess I can see where they're coming from. It is kind of funny how much this video and this version of the song sticks in your head, even though the lyrics, quote unquote, are just SpongeBob characters. Comments are turned off. Yeah, there's a comment from Mimi that just said like, gosh dang it, I can't listen to this song without hearing the names of various SpongeBob characters. And someone else commented like, oh, that video was made right as I was like sort of leaving the deltarune fandom. I did not know it became that popular. Yeah, I saw that video just after it was published and right before I left the community. It became that popular. It's true. Sponge. What? What? Is this from that one like PS2 game? Sponge World. I'd say this is crunchy. I would describe this as crunchy. some of it doesn't need auto tune. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Extremely good. Alright, we got 6, 9, 12, 14. Jesus, okay, we still got plenty left. We got 58 songs. A couple of these are unused songs. Let's say just say like 56. Got to like 30-ish. That's pretty good. I might just end the stream here. Next up is Welcome to the City, which is good. I might just rest up, do more of this later. I have a lot of stuff I could do when I have free time. I started writing my VNG game, which is, again, is a term that may mean something to some people. Started writing my VNG game again after going on hiatus for like 4 months. I still need to stream Dream Barbecue. Whenever I have time to stream, I could just do this. It's nice to have options. Like, whether or not I actually have energy to do them when I have the time, I don't know. But it's nice just to be like, you know, on a given night where I'm not doing anything, I could be like, well, I could write, I could do these various streams. So this would be another thing to just have in the back pocket. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone showing up. Thank you, Cookie, for matching the silliness. Yeah, it was good coming back to this. Took me 7 months. I think part of it was honestly like because of how much I just love the deltarune OST and just how much importance I give it. I was kind of like, you know, oh, I need to be like ready emotionally to like do this again. I think there is still value in, you know, placing the games and the soundtrack with such importance, but there's also just like, you know, I just need to listen to it. Like, it doesn't need to be anything too like momentous. Like, it's just fun. Like, Deltarune, as I've described before, Undertale and Deltarune is just like my sort of like my safety net. Like, I can always count on making Deltarune content and Undertale content as something that I can do and feel comfortable doing. You know, when I try new games or like make covers of new like series or like, you know, franchises, it's always a little like makes me a little nervous. Like, oh, will people like this? You know, will I get any attention on it? Like, will I feel comfortable doing it? Like, Deltarune is and should always just be like something I can just do, and I feel like very safe doing it. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Good application of Crunchy. 50 million. Probably will continue mine. I just haven't been able to get my brain right. Yeah, writing's hard. It's a lot of fun. Probably gonna be busy tomorrow for the next few days, honestly. But I Dream Barbecue is coming soon. I don't know when, but that's another thing where I just kind of need to sit down and do it. I'm glad my computer can handle it. My computer's like a bit busted up nowadays, and it's like overheating insanely. So I don't know if it'll be able to handle streaming Dream Barbecue, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, this is great. I look forward to doing the rest later.